I wanted to start off, did you give anybody obviously you talk about a lot of different people in the book. Did you give everyone kind of like a heads up that you mentioned?
For the most part, there is a few people that I still haven't really talked to in a long time. One in particular, and I felt like I've been very respectful of how I've handled a lot of that situation. So hopefully she's doing well and she doesn't take offense to anything I put in there.
Yeah, no, I mean, just jumping right into it, you were really like honest about your relationship and some of her experiences, and you refrained from talking about it for a long time, which I think makes sense because it's like her story. Was it hard for you to like make the decision to like write about it, and like how was that process for you?
Yeah, I think I came to the conclusion that I was okay to talk about it as long as it was from my point of view and it was my story. I didn't really want to get too much into anything for her, and yeah, I'm glad that ABC and Bachelor was okay with keeping her off limits during not only The Bachelorette and Paradise, but in my season as well, because she's such an incredible inspiration to so many people, and she's in many girls and many people's opinions a hero, and I can't thank her and support her enough for what she's doing right now for everyone out there and being the strong voice and leader that she is.
Yeah, I mean, it's so true. And it's the timing of it all, because obviously this is something she was going through for a long time, but just with Larry Nassar and the trial and everything, like it really was coinciding a lot with when you were all over TV. So that must have just, It's like an interesting form.
Yeah, and the last thing I wanted to do was be some bimbo that went on a reality TV show that took away from, someone who's being so impactful. And I wanted to be conscious of that. And hopefully I didn't take anything away from anybody.
No, definitely not. Did you, do you feel like it kind of helped you, that relationship though, like kind of be ready for the spotlight, just because you did do some red carpets and you did do, some appearances in that form beforehand?
Yeah, I think it helped me understand the pressures that come with the relationship and being in the public eye. And I don't know, I think it honestly prepared me more for just being in a relationship. I mean, that was my first love and someone who I valued and I cherished, and I didn't expect to fall as quick as I did. And yeah.
Obviously, I almost forgot about the Tia of it all until I was reading the book. Like, it feels like so long ago, but it was not like such a big deal.
I know.
But it kind of was at the time.
It was a whole storyline of Paradise. I remember that.
I like totally forgot. I was like, wow. And then I was thinking like, and then you called Tia like your biggest confidant now. So like, she like, have you talked to her about the book or anything like that?
I did. Yeah. I sort of spoke with her just because, like I said, I have so much respect for Tia. And I think that was like the moment when I was writing the book that I like looked over at a rose ceremony. I was like, what am I doing here? Like, am I here because of producers? Am I here because they're telling me I'm going to become the next Bachelor if I finish this story? Like, what are my reasons, and are they good enough to break this girl's heart? And that's why I was like, I have to get out of here. I don't want to feel dirty. I like Tia, and she was, like I put in there, she was my first text, my first call when I got back to the States, just making sure she was okay.